Dude, Mouts is gonna kill us. Dude, we gotta get there. It's our last chance. If we don't do this, we're not gonna graduate. We gotta get there. Come on, let's go, 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 go. We're right there. We got it. Come on. I can see him. Come on, let's go, let's go. Get it. Quick.
Ella. P-A-S. Pass. Matt. Not here yet, so F-A-I. You just made it, huh? I was just about to fill out your final grades.
Well, Melts, you know what we talked about. You said we were going to be here on time for you. That was what we discussed, so we made it.
You're walking a tight rope here, guys. Get to work then.
All right. Doing it there. Made it. All we gotta do is just chill for the rest of the class. We're gonna make it through. We're fine and we graduate. It's all good.
Not really. You didn't make it yet. You owe me one more video.
One more video? What do you mean one more? I thought we were good. You said we were fine.
You're short one. According to my spreadsheet over there, you're short one. I need a video documentary on the high school building construction from phase 1 September to June. And I need it by the end of the day. Lots of B-roll, okay guys?
That's it for the construction. Thanks for watching. What's up, Waldwick? Alright, let's get this Melts. Yep, let's go. Melts, I got your video for you.
Finish, Melts.
We finished. Now we can graduate. Final video, just like you said, phase 1 to phase 4, full construction.
Full construction.
Yep.
Alright, let me take a look at this. Doesn't mean you're complete yet until I watch the video. It's gotta be good.
This is the Waldwick Phase 1 to Phase 4 Construction Series by Matt Post and Alex Manziano.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
I can't hear you!
Aye, aye, Captain!
Oh! Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants!
Absorbent and yellow and porous is he!
SpongeBob
SpongeBob SquarePants! SpongeBob SquarePants! SpongeBob SquarePants! If nautical nonsense be something you wish,
SpongeBob SquarePants!
then drop on the deck and flop like a fish!
SpongeBob SquarePants!
Ready? SpongeBob SquarePants! SpongeBob SquarePants! SpongeBob SquarePants! SpongeBob SquarePants! SpongeBob SquarePants! SpongeBob SquarePants! SpongeBob
The very concept has been tormenting me for days on end. I need to see him. Andrew Fucarino.
広がる闇の中交わし合った革命のちぎり誰にも邪魔させるわ Anyway 叶いから
Welcome back to Fact Check with Fucarino. For our third episode, I am here to inquire, what is dark matter?
I'm very glad you asked, Julia. Dark matter is a hypothetical type of matter which is estimated to make up somewhere between 70 and 80% of the mass of the universe. And we believe that there is dark matter everywhere around us, right here in this room, and in every galaxy and every solar system. And we know that it's there because we've seen the effect that it has on matter that we can see.
Elaborate.
So, what I've drawn here are very, very much sketches of our solar system, I should add a ... because there are other planets, and a spiral galaxy. For example, the Milky Way, our galaxy, is a spiral galaxy. So, in the 1950s and 60s, better telescopes allowed us to observe other galaxies. And while we were observing them, we were able to calculate the speeds of the stars at different points in the galaxies. Now, there was an expectation about what would happen to the speeds of those stars as we went further out towards the edges of the galaxies. Most spiral galaxies have a black hole in their center. Our galaxy has a supermassive black hole in the center. And the stars orbit around that center generally. Going back to the picture of the solar system, though, what we would expect is, since the sun is in the center, this is not drawn to scale, I'm sorry, it wouldn't fit on the board. As we go further from the center, for example, Earth compared to Venus and Mercury, the length of 1 year is longer. We're further from the center, we're further from the source of the gravity, and so there's less force, and it will orbit slower. And that's the important part. So if we were to make a graph of speed versus distance from the center, we would expect it to look something like this. Meaning that if you were to go out to the distant parts of the solar system, like Neptune and Pluto, although Pluto's not a planet, a year is extremely long, much longer than a year is on Earth. So as you go out, we expect there to be less gravity or gravitational force, and we don't move as fast because there's less force. So, the majority of the mass that we can detect in a galaxy is in the center as well. So, in some ways, it's a lot like a solar system. So, the further out, and this spiral galaxy would be rotating, and we have observed that rotation, the further out you go, you would again expect that the stars on the edges of the galaxy are slowing down. They are not pulled in by this supermassive black hole as much as the ones that are close. And so Vera Rubin, a physicist and an astronomer in the 1960s, made an observation, and she watched the speeds and calculated the speeds at various distances. And it looked something like that. And they weren't slowing down as we moved further from the center of the galaxy. And that was the first mystery. It seemed like there was just as much gravitational force here as here. And as we went further out, even though we couldn't see anything there were not enough stars to make up that extra mass and that extra gravity. There was something creating a gravitational force which was attracting the stars to the center. And that is what we called dark matter.
So now that we've discussed how we might detect dark matter, can you tell me anything more about how dark matter might look or how we see it?
We could never see it. So, it's a little mysterious, but the reason it's called dark matter is really an especially good name because the belief is that it doesn't interact with the electromagnetic spectrum in any way, meaning that it cannot and does not absorb light, emit light, reflect light, or do anything related to electricity or magnetism. So, although we can never see it directly, we would be detecting it through other interactions that it has with regular matter. So, it's been very difficult to detect because of that. It is invisible. It is not visible. Dark matter.
So if we can't see dark matter in any way, how are we supposed to detect it? And if we know that it's out there in space, is it here?
Sorry.
It is most certainly here. I've seen some estimates that say that there are millions of dark matter particles passing through the Earth at any given second. maybe billions or more. And so we do believe that the Earth is passing through dark matter, but the majority of the time it doesn't interact with anything on Earth. It actually just goes straight through the Earth. So there have been some detectors that have been built which are designed to increase the possibility that every once in a while, on the order of maybe 2 or 3 interactions per ton of detector per year, so pretty rarely, would have an interaction which it would detect. So the idea is you take a big target, and in this case, the target is liquid xenon, and if that target happened to get hit by a dark matter particle, it would emit just a little bit of light. It's called scintillation, which is one of my favorite words. And so the detector is surrounded by light sensors, which are specifically tuned to see that color of light. And if we ever detected that specific signature, then it would confirm that the dark matter that we believed existed as a particle had passed through the detector and existed on Earth.
Any final messages for our finale episode?
Yes. I would like to thank my 6th grade science teacher, Mr. Trento, because in 6th grade, I did my science fair project on dark matter. And I had a terrible poster board, a lot of white space, but he did tell me that I had the best presentation in terms of explaining the material. So it's very surreal to get to explain it now, 9,000 years later.
Today, we're going around talking to the seniors at Waldwick High School about all their years that they've spent here and their reflections.
Who is one of your favorite teachers that you've had, and why?
Well, I kind of have 2, but Mr. Cosgrove and Mr. N are really cool, and they're just really good teachers. They look out for you.
Probably Mr. Opterbeck, just because he's such a relatable, such a kind person to me. Yeah, he's just such a nice guy. Love him.
One of my favorite classes is definitely TV production with Mr. Meltzer. I have a big hobby for filmmaking, and it's just it's been a lot of fun.
My favorite teacher that I've had in my years here is Miss Hennig, because she's always positive and always like bringing a good vibe to the room and to the classroom.
Are you going to miss about high school?
Honestly, just the community, seeing all your friends every day, but you know, you gotta move on, so it is what it is.
Something I'm definitely gonna miss about high school is being able to see my friends in the hallways every day, and just having a lot of fun at school, out of school, just all of that.
I'd say I miss the people in the school that I've met in my 4 years here, and I'm not gonna see a lot of those people a lot in the future, so I'm glad I got to know them.
For me, this is easily going to be football. I'm going to play it in college, but I'm going to miss playing in high school because it was a lot of fun. I made a lot of friends and a lot of memories during that time.
What are you excited to do in your future?
Not have high school? I don't really know. Yeah.
That's a good answer.
I don't know, maybe.
That's all right. What can I do? Plumber.
I'll plumb things.
Good career.
Plumber. Professional plumber. Me and Cody.
Awesome.
Something I'm looking forward to in my future is going off to college and meeting some new people. Also just learning new experiences and just learning what I may be interested in. And I don't know exactly, but I'm very excited.
I'm excited to push myself to the limit to see what I'm capable of physically, academically, and yeah, I just can't wait to see what my future has in store.
What is a piece of advice that you would like to give to your younger self?
Not everything matters as much as you think it does, so just chill out, relieve some stress. Everything's going to be fine. Just keep being you.
I would tell myself to focus more on my grades because early on in my high school career, my grades suffered a little bit because I was wasting time doing other stuff. So I'd tell myself, focus more on your grades and don't worry about having too much fun and all that because you can do that later on.
What are your thoughts on this year's seniors?
they will be sorely missed.
Are there any seniors that you want to give a shout out to? You know, favorite senior or something?
Oh my gosh, so many. Where to begin? I mean, I think it's just, you know, where do I even start? You know, I love all my students equally. You know, I'm gonna miss them all. I wish them well. You know, remember, don't look both ways on a one-way street. You'll look like a freshman.
Thank you to all the seniors, and thank you for the memories. It's been a great run, and thank you for watching this video. I'll see you next time on What's Up Waldwick.
What's up, boys? It's D Dizzle here with my boy K Flock on the block, and today we're gonna get an exclusive look at the Waldwick baseball team. We're gonna pass it down to our silent reporters, Ryan Wilbur and Christian McCarthy. Let's go. Go! All right.
Anthony, you've played baseball your whole life. What's the game taught you?
You got to stay mentally strong, not only on the field, off the field. Like, it's very good to have a strong mentality to go through a lot of things, and that's what baseball has taught me.
Many things. It's a really humbling game considering, you know, you're expected to fail most of the time. So, you know, you learn to fail and then the success is even greater.
Baseball has taught me to stay composed, stay mentally focused on the game and not get my emotions get the best of me because baseball is a very emotional game.
Anthony, you've played 3 years of high school baseball. What is your favorite memory?
Hands down has to be winning the sectional championship last year. It was a very drooling, emotionally draining game, but it ended up great. It was a fantastic memory, and I'll never forget it.
So far, my favorite memory has been winning the section with the boys last year, starting third baseman. It was pretty fun. You know, they worked hard. Good family to be around.
The section, just winning the section and enjoying it with our team. And, you know, the bus ride home, we had a nice police escort. It was very nice and beautiful.
I have a few that I really cherish. Winning the sectional, obviously, I know a bunch of people said that before. That was a good one. My second ever varsity game, my first ever varsity start pitching, I threw a no-hitter, and I also had 2 doubles, 4 RBIs, so that was also a really good memory. What about you?
My sophomore year, I threw my first ever complete game, let up 2 hits, 1 run, and we ended up mercying the team. It felt good. You know, that was the best I've ever done on a start on the mound in my life. And another good moment was, you know, as everyone else said, winning the section last year. It was a good experience to be with that group of people. It made me feel special.
Mr. Anthony Marco, how does the team feel and how do you feel going into the playoffs?
I feel very confident this year, even though a lot of people are doubting us. We have a very deep pitching rotation, and with people who don't know, in playoffs, you got 1 game, like, you got 2 a week, so we got a lot of arms. I think we're going to pull through a lot of wins, and we're going to shock a lot of people this year.
Right now, you know, we had a rough start, but, you know, feel confident. We're a good, solid group of guys, you know, ready to do the job.
I'm feeling pretty good. You know, we had a little bit of a slow start to the season, but, you know, our pitching, it's very deep. We got a lot of depth. So I think we're going to do pretty solid. You know, anybody that comes our way, I think we're going to have a good chance against them.
Thank you for watching another video on the baseball team, and we'll see you next time.
No! There is no next time. There is no tomorrow. This is the last Barstool Dwick. So we want to thank the Barstool Dwick family. Everyone who's worked hard on Barstool Dwick. Thank you guys for watching. Hall Monitors 2, June 5th. Watch it. And thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
Thanks. All right. That's a wrap. Oh my God. Bye.
Guys, this is not what I asked for. I asked for the construction video. This is really not that good.
No, that video's good. That's
yeah,
incredible. That's great.
Incredible. you know, it's been all year long. I'm talking to you. You got to follow directions. You know what? It's June. Forget it. You got credit. You're good. You're good to go. You got credit. You're going to graduate. You get your credits for this class, and you can be in the staff photo for the end of the year.
Thank you, Mounts. Thank you, Mounts.
All right?
Yeah.
I'm done.
For the final time in season 13, what's up, Waldwick?